Hi, so today's Wednesday, and I'm probably going to upload this on Thursday or Friday, I'm not sure yet, but I wanted to talk about healthcare. I know it's everyone's favorite topic, especially now, but I just read a couple stories that really bothered me, and I just want to talk about how surprising it is that in America, the world's wealthiest country, we still have people suffering from not being able to go to the doctor to fix their problems, and it's kind of crazy to me. So one story I read is about a Canadian couple who went on vacation in Hawaii. The woman was pregnant, but she got clearance from her doctor, and she was only 6 months pregnant, so it wasn't like she was about to give birth, but you know, complications do happen during pregnancy, and while on vacation in Hawaii, she went into labor and delivered the baby 6 weeks early, or 9 weeks early. And, you know, it's something that, you know, it happens, but it's really unexpected. But she did have travel insurance for these kind of emergencies because she was pregnant at the time, so she was like, you know, gotta get the travel insurance. She was insured by her doctor that everything was fine. She had a, you know, a stable pregnancy, but because she had had a bladder infection when she was 4 months along, the insurance company decided that was a pre-existing condition, and even though she already purchased the insurance, they chose to deny her claim. And unfortunately, because her baby was born so early and there were complications, she ended up owing the hospital $950,000. I don't know about you, but there's no way in hell I could afford $950,000. If I'm lucky, I will earn that in my lifetime. And this is just an average couple who probably scrimped and saved in order to be able to even afford a vacation to Hawaii. I can't afford a vacation to Hawaii, so they might even be a little bit more well off than I am. But they're facing bankruptcy now because they can't pay $950,000, which is unbelievable. And she says she doesn't hold it against the hospital. They saved her baby, they saved her, but the system that we live under is unlike any other system in the world, where you could have one ailment, one accident, one occurrence in your lifetime and you could be owing for the rest of your life. If I got hit by a car and it's completely not my fault and that person was uninsured, I could owe hundreds of thousands of dollars in medical bills for something that I didn't do. You know, if I got cancer for something that was not my fault, a completely unavoidable cancer, I would owe thousands of dollars over the course of my treatment. And it's ridiculous to me that we're punishing the sick and the poor for being sick and poor. Another story I read today was really shocking to me where this happened. So there was this medical charity called RAM, what does it stand for? Regionally Accessible Medical or something like that. You can look it up. I saw it on Huffington Post. But they provide basically like these conventions. They go to these convention halls or arenas, or one example was in Tennessee. They went to a NASCAR track and they set up basically free healthcare, for dental, optometry, and medical checkups for people who are uninsured, who can't afford it. You know, they do this all over the country. They started out as a foreign-based aid organization, and then they realized that people in America need it too, and now they do 80% of their work in America. And doctors, you know, sign up from all over the country to participate and to help these people. But because there are laws about doctors practicing from out-of-state licenses in particular states, and it's only in a few states, it's not in every state that these laws exist, that in this particular case, it was up to the governor to grant an exception to allow these doctors to practice in his state. And I'm going to let you guess which state, because it was pretty shocking to me. So guess now. But so the governor decided, no, I don't want to allow these doctors to treat the uninsured people in my state, in the biggest city in my state, because he has political aspirations of becoming president in 2016. Let me tell you, he doesn't have a chance. Yeah, he doesn't, I don't think he has a chance at all. But he thinks he does, and he didn't want everyone to see, look at how many people are uninsured in my state, in the biggest city in my state. So he denied their request 2 weeks before this convention was supposed to be held. It was supposed to be held the day after Thanksgiving, and now it's too short notice for them to do anything about it, to find another venue. They can't do it in that amount of time. So these people who would have, you know, waited overnight to get this treatment in parking lots in the cold the day after Thanksgiving, these doctors who would have traveled across the country, missing family time on a vacation to help these sick people, these poor people, and they're not going to be able to because Governor Cuomo of New York, a Democrat in a Democratic state, decided not to grant the special exception. And it just goes to show you that anything can be politicized. Dying people are politicized. Cancer screenings are politicized. Dental care is now politicized, and it's sickening that this is happening. But, so if you ever get the chance to change the system, to vote or speak out against this backwards-ass medical system that we have in this country, we're the only country in the world that has a system like this, I encourage you to do that. And if I ever get the chance, I will. I don't care if you label me a socialist, I am for socialized medicine. Every other country in the world has socialized, every other country that can afford it in the world has socialized medicine. We're the only one that seems to think that you need to prop up insurance companies and make businesses pay for insurance, which is really strange for anywhere else in the world. It's commonplace here to have your employer pay a portion or all of your health insurance, but in reality the government should be paying for that because not everyone has a job, not everyone works full-time. You know, I'm a stay-at-home mom, and if I weren't still on my father's plan, I would be charged a lot more under my husband's plan. His company, his business doesn't offer health insurance because no one can afford it who works there, even the small portion that they pay. So, you know, we are paying completely out of pocket for our health insurance, and we're lucky to have health insurance. But it's completely avoidable, and if these politicians would get their heads out of their asses and do something about it instead of letting their constituents die by the wayside, you know, that would be something to look forward to. But unfortunately, right now, we've got it's not happening. We've got people fighting against the little subsidies that the government does provide now. So I predict that it won't happen until at least another 20 years. I don't think that's going to happen unless we get someone in there who is really progressive, who pushes hard for it and shows the American people that it's not a bad thing, you know. It needs to be changed. So I encourage you to try and change it. Alright, thanks guys. I'll talk to you later.